Today, I'm going to be covering my top 5 most downloaded photos of 2019. And if you watch to the end, I will share my top earning photo of 2019. Let's get into it. If you're new around here, I'm Dustin Hall, and my channel is all about making money with stock photography and video. 2019 was a good year for me. My earnings kept increasing, even though I didn't do a whole lot to deserve that. Even though I didn't add a ton of new assets or photos, I guess that's why they call it passive income. You do the work up front, and then the income keeps coming in, even if you're not doing a whole lot to drive that. In 2019, I do feel that I made some solid progress personally with photography. I got better with composition and my editing skills, and really was able to speed up my overall workflow as well. That last one, speeding up my workflow, was a really big win, as I feel like there is never enough time. Those are all great things, but what really matters and why you clicked on this video is downloads in dollars. Maybe that should be a new series for me, downloads in dollars. Kind of like the ring of that. So let's look at my top 5 downloaded photos of 2019. I was actually really surprised by number 5 on my list. It's a good photo, but is it a great photo worthy of my number 5 spot? I don't know. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments below of what you think about number 5. Personally, I feel like it wasn't anything special. It's the Roebling Bridge from Cincinnati, Ohio, into Covington, Kentucky, on a nice spring day. I see the bridge all the time. In fact, millions of people see it every day. There's not a lot of copy space, so my thoughts are that it's more of the fact of the vibrancy and simplicity of the photo that keeps getting it downloaded. Or the fact that it's a place that's often very crowded, and I did an amazing job of limiting the number of people that are in it. If you look really closely down by the water, there's a few people, but they're barely recognizable. Photo number 4, if you've watched any of my earlier videos, you'll be very familiar with this one. This one's just a workhorse for me. It's the cup of ice cream that I randomly took while on vacation. It's nice and vibrant, nothing too flashing, nothing too crazy is going on, but it sure does look tasty. This photo has paid for the ice cream many times over at this point. Just now, how do I take a picture of a Lamborghini and get that to pay for one for me? That's a good question, and one I don't have the answer to. But before we move on to the third most downloaded photo, I would ask you to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you in advance, and it means the world to me. My third and second most downloaded photos are both very special photos to me personally. I did not take these with ambition of making money. That was never my thought. All I was doing was trying to capture a moment in time that would forever shape the rest of my life. They both were taken in the hospital on the day my daughter was born, and that's what makes them so special. My third most downloaded photo is a photo of my daughter's foot in the hospital, covered in black ink. It's a very simple photo, a small tiny baby's foot that had just been placed in some ink and against paper. A moment in time that all parents are very familiar with. A moment in time that all parents get to experience. I personally think this has been downloaded so many times for a couple of reasons. First, and I've not done the research on this, but I'm going to assume it does not have a lot of competition. Not a lot of people are thinking, hey, that's a photo that I want to make money off of. Second is because it's so relatable to so many people, and it's easy to use in a blog post about babies. But those are just my opinions of why it's been so popular for me. I may never know. My second most downloaded photo, again, a photo of my daughter, a newborn baby, with doctors checking her out. The reason I feel that this is so downloaded is the same reason as before. Very easily relatable, takes people back. Articles about childbirth are very popular, but this one also can go a little further into child health care as well, making it another popular topic. And my number one downloaded photo of 2019, wait for it, drum roll please, it's a photo of 7 Mile Beach in Jamaica. I'm really not surprised that it gets downloaded all the time. Over weekly, sometimes it feels like it's daily between all the sites. It's crisp, it's clear, it's inviting, and has a ton of space for copy. And this photo is actually part of a series of seascapes that I did from Jamaica. They're all kind of very similar, and they do all get downloaded, but this one is by far the most popular. And I've also thought about doing a large print of it because it looks so inviting myself. In reflecting, all 5 of my photos have one major thing in common. Can you guess what that is? Well, to me, the thing that they have in common were they were all just photos of opportunity. They were not planned out with a lot of time and thought and effort. I didn't pay a model to be in them. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. With a camera, that definitely helped. But also then I had to be disciplined to upload and keyword the photos so that I could put myself in a position to make money off of them. It's really not a hard process. In my opinion, anyone can start making money off stock photography. I started into stock photography 2 years ago. And trust me, I had no clue what I was doing. I really didn't. Aperture, what's that? I couldn't have told you because I had never really taken photos before other than maybe a point and shoot. But I know if I can do this, so can you. Because anything and everything can have value to it. You just have to have the ambition to do the work to see the profit. I also find it a bit interesting that not one of these were editorial photos, and I feel that is where most stock photographers that I follow. All right, if you've made it this far and already liked this video and subscribed, I imagine that you're only here for one thing, and that's for me to reveal my top earning photo of 2019. This photo was not downloaded very often during the course of the year, but when it was for high dollar amounts. From $10 to $40. It does not take many of those to add up very quickly. And again, it's a photo of one of my favorite subjects, my daughter looking out of an airplane window. I wish I could say it was to some idealistic vacation spot on a nice white sandy beach, but it wasn't. In fact, we were just headed to a funeral. But the opportunity came up and I took advantage of it. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you this year. I'm Dustin Hall, and if it's worth doing for money.